By many accounts, one of the most underrated home venues in all of the NFL resides in the heart of Nashville, Tennessee, and that's where we find ourselves at Nissan Stadium. This crowd here fired up for football as a moment ago their Titans were introduced. This should be a good one as the Titans get set to match up with the Houston Texans. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
On the return, the Titans take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
And now the Texans are going to stop it as they signal for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. On the ground, this is Derrick Henry. And they're able to get this one across the 35. First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a first down. Derrick Henry, you may remember last year against Houston in the season finale, 211 yards rushing, one of only 2 200-yard games in the NFL last year. And not only that, but that game won him the rushing title because Nick Chubb was the leader, but he struggled in the final week against the Bengals. And then up from behind came Henry. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Brings up
oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who up and talk about whether they take a good first step or not? Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
And he fires one incomplete. The intended receiver there was Jonnu Smith, and it's 3rd down. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Out of the gun, Tannehill. And that will be incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
That's the reason we ball for. Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
Okay, look at this. The punt team nowhere to be found. They're on the sidelines. Offense going to go for this on the opening drive. Now this is intercepted. He was trying to get it to Davis. He's picked off just shy of midfield. Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against. An interception on their initial drive of the ball game.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football. But at the same time, you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
One of the top defenses in the NFL for a reason. We just saw one example right there. Now with the play clock about to expire, we get a whistle and a time. Timeout. And that's their 2nd charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. They'll run for the first time with Devontae Freeman. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. And he'll be out of bounds. He was looking that time for Stills.
So that one just a little touch pass, but it paid off quite handsomely.
Yeah, and let's face it, the quarterback loves it because it pads his stats as a completed pass for nice yardage downfield. But I like the way they get the receiver in motion. It's almost like he's running a route before he gets the football because he's got a full head of steam when the ball is popped in his direction.
They'll look to run with Freeman. And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Texans. Devontae Freeman, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Texans have taken the early lead. That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of a season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 to score as they start 1st and 10. He finds Corey Davis. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage.
45-yard line.
The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already.
Tannehill getting it out quickly to Brown.
Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. That's probably as simple of a throw as he'll have all game.
And good for everyone. Good for his completion percentage. Good for the receptions for the receivers. But you know how they work on that. They have footballs with no laces. So that as soon as you get the snap, you're just throwing the football. All right? You're not trying to find the laces and grip it a certain way. That takes time. Just get the ball and throw it. So that's how they practice it all the time now, too.
A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Nice carry there by Derrick Henry. Picks up a first down. And when you say workhorse, you're thinking about Derrick Henry. Won the rushing title in 2019 with 1,540 yards on the ground and 16 rushing touchdowns. Went to his first Pro Bowl and carried his team to the AFC Championship game.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40.
Tannehill going to turn and give this to Henry.
They'll fight forward for a couple down inside the 40.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
He gets it to Brown, complete. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 24-yard line. Tannehill to his top target, Brown, for a Tennessee first.
1st and 10 at the 24-yard line.
A first down carry for Henry. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
15-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches. Let's go.
The toss right to Henry. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. And I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Running from the gun with Henry. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed. But they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
He pushes forward for maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line.
The tackle made at the 6.
Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
We get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
They'll try to run for the first with Henry. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down.
It's 4th down.
Now remember, they were unsuccessful earlier in this first quarter. Going for it on 4th. They're going to try a second time. And that is caught by Davis for a Tennessee touchdown. Corey Davis, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Titans are an extra point away from tying this thing up. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offense's sails because they had it going pretty good last time too.
Had to sit over there for a little while, didn't they? You know, they were eager, amped up to get back on the field after just scoring, hoping to get the ball back quickly. That didn't happen, so I'd say come out, just kind of get started again. You know, it doesn't have to be anything dramatic. Just get moving, get loose again, and see if they can get it downfield.
Watson will bring up the Texans here 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. The drive will start with a carry by Devontae Freeman. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Jamal Sheard on the stop.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7. At the 28-yard line.
7-7, our score after 1.
Score tied 7-7.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
Let's go defense. Let's go defense. 55. Right there. Look, 55. Man, man, 55. Man, 55. Get that quarterback. Check 55.
Back to throw, Watson. Eluding the pressure right. Deshaun Watson, so multi-dimensional, able to scramble for the first.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Now a handoff. It's Freeman. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
Again, the ball carrier taken down at the 41. 4. And it's 3rd down.
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. This one complete to Devontae Freeman. And he's got the first down, yardage before being taken down at midfield.
Devontae Freeman.
That gain of 9 buys them a new set of downs.
1st down, Houston.
This is Freeman on 1st and 10. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. 10 yards there. Good enough for a Texan first down.
A big hole there. How about him handling the point of attack? Just positioning himself so that run could go right off of his backside and deep into the secondary.
Freeman again, a first down carry. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That good for 22 and a first down. Got to give a nod of appreciation to some of those guys up front over on that left side. Several key blocks sprung him.
No appreciation for the guys from the backside that didn't allow any leakage, anybody could run him down from the backside.
They're at the kids' table.
Okay, so front side guys good,
Yep.
backside guys,
Meh.
That's what you're supposed to do?
I've had better.
Okay, either way, worked out quite well, didn't it? A nice sizable gain.
And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. A 2nd and 11 for the 19.
At the 19-yard line.
They'll try the air now with Watson. Complete. It's Johnson. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. That gain of 15 gets him on the doorstep, 1st and goal.
At the 4-yard line.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game.
A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
He lost 6 there on the first down play.
This defense has really thrown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Kenny Stills, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Texans have taken the lead.
Just a great individual effort there to take that pop pass and scamper off into the end zone.
And that's why offenses love that play partner, because that gives them a chance to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers with a full head of steam behind them. It's often like a track relay. Legs 2, 3, and 4. That first guy steaming ahead, and he just hands it to you, and you get a chance to take off and go before you even get the baton.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of 6s back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football.
In need of only about the length of the football here on 2nd down.
He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And finally taken down at the 44-yard line. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. A shotgun snap for Tannehill. It's caught. Smith. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
Lead to Jonnu Smith.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
And 2.
And it's complete right back in the hands of Smith. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25.
That's good.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Got a man. It's Brown. Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. Came up a little short on the last pass play. They did get 9 yards out of it, leaving him with his 3rd and 1. Throwing again is Tannehill. Blanketed coverage by Houston. Makes it 4th down.
Incomplete on the throwaway. It's now 4th down.
And no field goal try here from the red zone. Offense out there. They'll go for it on 4th. They snap it to Tannehill. And they're going to try the screen. It's complete. And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. After the penalty, it's Henry. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. A bit of a surprise. They're going for it with 2 ticks remaining. No sign of the field goal unit. The final shot here before the break, Tannehill. And he's going to go down. So they pass up the field goal attempt to go for 6, but as a result, they leave points on the field, and that's going to do it for this first half. Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. It's the Texans in front, and they're going to get the football first as we are back underway in the third quarter. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They have the lead now. They'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had a...
Devontae Freeman, they're not going to get him. 30, 10.
Ready for it.
And Freeman lost the football. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble. Touchdown, Houston. Devontae Freeman, his second touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season. And the Texans push further out in front.
It is good.
And he'll bang that one through.
The score, Texans 21, Titans 7.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line.
The Titans take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And finally brought down at the 38. 17 yards on that play for the Titans.
First and 10.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Now a handoff to Henry. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line.
The ball carrier.
Justin Reed, the safety, made the tackle.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
On 2nd and 9, Tannehill. And this is caught at the 8. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. Corey Davis with his second TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Titans are able to make this a close game again. It's up and good. This becomes a 21-14 ball game now.
Makes the score Texans 21. Titans 14.
This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They were able to extend their lead with an opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter, but that just got matched a moment ago.
So we know that what they discussed at the half worked. Now, what are the counters to that, right? You don't just run the same things over and over. Some do, but many will also show something and then come back with something else to keep the defense off balance.
They run, Devontae Freeman. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Up 2nd and 11 at the 34-yard line.
Coming to you. Coming to you. Slow. No time now.
He gets them a little over half of what they needed. Now they're looking at a 3rd and 5.
The tackle made by Christian.
And a lot of times these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
Got an extra defensive back out there for the Titans now here for 3rd down. Now Watson. He's got Freeman here. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 10 yards there, good enough for a Texan first down.
Texans first down.
So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. A handoff, Devontae Freeman. Devontae Freeman, they're not going to get him. Touchdown, Houston. Devontae Freeman, 49 yards. And the Texans will add on to their lead.
Lining up for the extra.
He keeps carrying the ball into the end zone, and in this one, he's sort of carrying the team on his back.
He's the reason that they lead right now. No question about it. And you talk about on his back, he's not minding the extra weight at all, is he? Carrying that just as lightly as he does the football.
Yeah,
what a great performance so far.
Those 3 touchdowns has got him in the lead. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Benardrick McKinney there to make the stop.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 26-yard line.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Tannehill. This will be caught by Brown. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
Nice play on the ball by A.J. Brown, and he comes up with the reception. He had a terrific 2019 as a rookie. The first one since 1970 to go over 1,000 yards receiving and average over 20 yards per catch.
Now a first down throw, Tannehill. He's got Smith here. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Call it a gain of 14 for the second play in a row.
Nice job there of utilizing his big target, and he didn't overthink it. Understands the catch radius, understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball, and puts it right out there for the nice pickup.
Now a first down throw complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. 36 yards on the play. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. A give to Henry. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all.
Brought down.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. It's rare that a man his size can't at least push forward for a yard, but they stopped him there for nothing.
You're talking about Tiny? You're talking about the little guy back there? That monster. Yeah, you're exactly right. And it takes a group effort to get a guy like that down and not let him find some space. The first guy in, he's got to take one for the team, right? Because he's just waiting there and holding on for everyone else to help him out.
They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
The Titans on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is going to be 3rd and 13. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Gary and Conley. If they had designs of kind of wiggling their way back into this one, that hurts their chances right there.
They had to put it mildly. Look at the lead, look at the deficit, trying to make a play downfield. Everyone seeking to be somewhat the hero. Didn't turn out that way at all, and you're exactly right. It's going to take a lot for them to have a chance to win this one now.
And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
Freeman. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. They wind up losing a couple there, so they go behind the original line of scrimmage, and now 3rd and 11 coming up. Johnson on third down. This is caught. It's Cooks.
Watson's pass.
And they pick up 25 as they convert on third.
It's a gain of 25.
I'd have to say that whenever you see a good post route run, they do not like to let it end without the catch. Hence, that great diving play.
Yeah, lay it up there, let him go get it, and he got it. So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line.
The tackle made.
If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down.
Right there. 54, right there.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. 4 yards there on the keeper, but still going to bring up a 3rd down. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining.
3rd down.
This is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. He can run for it, and the ball comes out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. He's thankful right now for that sideline because it could have been a fumble loss, instead just a fumble, though they will have to punt it down.
You're right about that, but do you think there's ever been a player happier to see his own punter go on the field than him?
No.
I mean, not at all, right? How fortunate is he that they got a chance to punt it away, and it's not just a turnover at the spot.
The kick by Fairbairn is good. And that'll push the lead up to 17. So with that, you figure this game's pretty much out of reach at this point.
Yeah, it's going to take a heck of a comeback to come from 3 scores down, but don't change that channel. Don't go away. Miracles can happen, and you want to be here in case it does.
You're a company man.
Aren't I, though?
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And just looking ahead, it would appear that bye week is coming at the right time. They'll have 2 weeks to chew on this one. They'll probably not one that they want to chew on. A poor performance from start to finish.
To A.J. Brown.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. He's going to let it fly. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Justin Reed. And he will bring this all the way back out to midfield.
Intercepted by the Texans.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games. And now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. That's good for a Texan 1st down, a 12-yard pickup.
Gain of 12.
Brandon, every great running backs coach I've talked with has always talked about when you have great vision, you're not consciously thinking about your cuts and your moves, you're just doing them. And I think that's what we're seeing tonight. He's about run them into submission.
You took the words right out of my mouth. I was just going to use that phrase. He has run them into submission.
Wave the white flag.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the Titans' 35-yard line.